Before you dispute anything on your credit report, I want you to do something first. Audit the report. And I don't mean opening an app, looking at your score, finding something negative, and immediately trying to remove it. Because negative information is not automatically inaccurate information. Something can hurt your credit and still be reported correctly. Something can look unfamiliar and turn out to be a company you actually did business with under another name. And sometimes there really is information that's incorrect, incomplete, duplicated, or connected to identity theft. So before you decide what action to take, you need to understand what kind of problem you're actually looking at. In this video, I'm going to show you how to audit your credit reports, what to compare, what to flag, and how to organize anything that needs a closer look. And toward the end, I'll give you 5 categories I want you to place every questionable item into. That makes deciding what to do next much easier. Let's start. Step 1, get all 3 credit reports. First, work from your actual credit reports, not just a credit score. Get your reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. You want all 3 because information can vary between them. An account may appear on all 3 reports, only 2 or sometimes only 1. Details may also differ. A difference doesn't automatically mean there's an error. It simply gives you something to investigate, save your reports securely, or print them if that's easier for you. And please protect your information. Don't post your full credit report publicly. Don't put your social security number or complete account numbers in YouTube comments or social media just because you're trying to get help. We're improving your credit, not handing somebody enough information to create a whole new problem. Step 2, review your personal information. Before you jump to collections and negative accounts, look at your personal information. Check your name and name variations. Check your current and previous addresses. Look for information that clearly does not belong to you. And pay attention to anything suggesting that your credit file could be mixed with another person's information. The goal isn't to ask, how much personal information can I delete? The goal is, does this information accurately identify me? If something looks wrong or unfamiliar, flag it for investigation. Don't make assumptions yet. Step 3, audit every account. Now go through the accounts. And I mean all of them, not only the negative ones. For each account, look at the creditor, which bureau is reporting it, whether it's open or closed, the balance, the account status, payment history, credit limit where applicable, and important dates. Then compare that account across your 3 reports. Does the balance make sense? Is one bureau showing an account as open while another says closed? Does the payment history look correct? Is an account showing a balance even though you believe it was paid? Is the same debt appearing more than once in a way that doesn't make sense? Again, you aren't declaring something an error yet. You're identifying information that deserves a closer look. Step 4, pay special attention to payment history and status. Now look carefully at late payments and account statuses. Ask, is this account current or past due? Are late payments showing that you don't recognize? Has an account you paid, settled, or closed been updated appropriately? Are there collections or charge-offs? Does anything appear duplicated? And here's an important rule for this entire process. If you actually paid late, not liking the late payment does not make it inaccurate. If a collection legitimately belongs to you and the information is being reported correctly, being negative doesn't automatically make it disputable. I want you thinking accuracy first, strategy second. That one mindset will keep you from doing a lot of random things to your credit. SmartCredit. And once you start working through your reports, monitoring can also become useful because you want to know what's changing over time. One resource I use and recommend is SmartCredit. If you want to check it out, you can go to www.smartcredit.com/creditcarla. That is my affiliate link, which means I may earn a commission if you decide to sign up through it at no additional cost to you. Any commissions I earn help support this channel and allow me to continue creating free credit education content. But remember, monitoring doesn't replace understanding your reports. A tool helps you track what's happening. You still need to know what you're looking at. Now let's keep going. Step 5, review collections, unfamiliar accounts, and inquiries. When you reach collections, slow down. Ask yourself, Do I recognize the original account? Do I recognize the collection company? Does the balance look familiar? Does the status make sense? And don't automatically assume an unfamiliar company name means identity theft. Sometimes a creditor, servicer, collection agency, or financing partner may use a name you don't immediately recognize. Research it first, but if you've investigated and you genuinely do not recognize an account or activity, that's different. Possible identity theft requires a different process from a normal credit report dispute. The same applies to inquiries. Review them. Do you remember applying? Do you recognize the company? If not, investigate before jumping to conclusions. Your goal during an audit is not to solve everything immediately. Your goal is to create a clean list of questions that need answers. Step 6. Compare the bureaus side by side. Now compare your reports. Take one account and look at how Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion are reporting it. Compare balance, status, payment history, important dates, credit limit where applicable, and whether the account appears at all. When you find a difference, don't immediately write error, write needs verification. That's important. Some differences could simply come from different reporting dates. Others may actually be inaccurate. At this point, you're separating what you know from what you're assuming. The 5 bucket system. Now take everything you flagged and put it into one of these 5 categories. Bucket 1, possibly inaccurate or incomplete. You recognize the account, but something about the reporting doesn't appear correct. Maybe it's the balance, status, payment history, credit limit, or an important date. That deserves investigation and potentially a dispute if you genuinely believe the information is inaccurate or incomplete. Bucket 2, unfamiliar or possible identity theft. You genuinely don't recognize the account or activity. Research it first. If you determine identity theft may actually be involved, use the appropriate identity theft process. But don't call legitimate debt identity theft simply because you want it removed. Bucket 3, accurate but negative. The information hurts your credit, but as far as you can determine, it's accurate. That isn't the same thing as an error. You may still need a strategy for dealing with the account, but you're not going to falsely call accurate information inaccurate. Bucket 4, current financial problem. This one is happening right now. Maybe you have an account that's currently past due. Maybe you're falling behind. Don't become so focused on something negative from several years ago that you ignore a new problem happening today. Current financial issues deserve attention too. Bucket 5, needs more research. Sometimes the correct answer is simply, I don't know yet. Maybe you don't recognize the company. Maybe you don't understand the balance. Maybe you're unsure how something should be reported. Put it in the research bucket. You don't have to turn every question into a dispute. Gather your evidence. Now, for anything you genuinely believe is inaccurate or incomplete, start gathering documentation. That might include statements, payment records, settlement documents, letters, emails, or other records that help establish what actually happened, and create a tracker. Write down what the issue is, which bureau is reporting it, who you contacted, when you contacted them, what documentation you submitted, and what response you received. Don't manage your entire credit improvement process from memory, document it. Then decide what action fits. Once you've completed the audit, you're finally ready to ask, what should I actually do about this? Maybe it needs a dispute. Maybe identity theft procedures apply. Maybe you need to communicate with a creditor. Maybe the information is accurate and the real solution is rebuilding rather than disputing. Different problem, different response. That's the whole reason we audited first. Recap. So before you dispute anything, get all 3 reports. Review your personal information. Audit every account. Check payment history, balances, and statuses. Review collections and inquiries. Compare the bureaus. Then classify questionable items as possibly inaccurate, possible identity theft, accurate but negative, a current financial issue, or something that needs more research. Then gather your documentation and choose the action that actually matches the situation. Once you do that, your credit report becomes much less overwhelming. Instead of looking at one giant problem, you're looking at individual issues you can deal with one at a time. And that's where the next question comes in. After your audit, you might have several accounts or issues marked for attention, but which one should you deal with first? Because they're not all equally urgent. That's exactly what we're covering in the next video. Which negative credit accounts should you address first? Subscribe if you're working through this process with me and continue through the start here. Build and rebuild your credit playlist so you're doing this step by step. Build better credit. Make smarter money moves. I'll see you in the next video.